my channel. Today I'm doing the 15 weird questions tag. Question number 1. What's a nickname only your family calls you? Honestly, my family don't call me nicknames at all. They are very much the whole, your birth name is Rebecca, so I will call you Rebecca kind of thing. But I do get called Becca by pretty much everyone else. I don't really have like a nickname, so to speak. Question number 2. What's a weird habit of yours? Ooh, a weird habit. A weird habit of mine is that I have to plan like every little detail of something that's about to happen. So for example, if we have a day out planned, I need to know like exactly where the toilets are. I need to know what restaurants are nearby. I need to have looked at the menus of the restaurants nearby. I need to know where the parking is, how long the walk is from the parking to the place. And this is partly like something that I've learned to do over time because of my illness, but also I think it is a bit of a weird habit because not everyone does that, even people who have worse illnesses than me. It's just something that I do to cope with it, I suppose. I feel like that's a really weird thing. It's slightly controlling, but I think that's just me as a person. Another weird habit I have is that I can't drink and walk. I have to suddenly stop, take a drink, and then continue walking. I don't even tell anyone that I'm stopping, I just kind of do it. I end up randomly stopping right in front of someone as well, and they end up nearly walking into me. I have no spatial awareness.
Hey, I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
And another weird habit I have is that I pick my face a lot, and I don't realise that I'm doing it. I kind of do it like when I'm going to sleep or like when I'm waking up in the morning as well, which I think is one of the reasons why my acne got so bad. I don't realise that I've done it until after I've done it, and it's a really horrible habit that I need to break. I really need to get out of that. So if you have any recommendations on how to break that kind of habit, please let me know. The third question is, do you have any weird phobias? I do have quite a few phobias. The first one is sharp objects. When other people are holding them, I really kind of like panic a little bit. Even people who I would trust my life with. So if Eric's in the kitchen and he's like cutting up some vegetables or something with a really sharp knife, I just get like this flutter of panic, and I don't know why. I'm not sure where it would have come from.
Let me see what you have. No!
And my biggest fear ever are moths. I absolutely hate moths. I can't stand them. There was this one day when I was in the shower just enjoying myself, having a nice clean, and a massive moth about that, well, maybe that's an exaggeration, like that big or something like that. Yeah, like that big. It flew at me into my face, and because my face was wet, its wing got stuck on my cheek, and I panicked so much I couldn't get it off because I couldn't touch it. I just had to empty my card because apparently it got full, so I've just had to delete some stuff. But yeah, basically this moth got stuck to my face, and I was panicking. I was hitting myself to try and get it off because I didn't want to touch it, and I started crying, and it was probably the worst experience I've ever had. And I'm not even exaggerating, it was horrific. That's how scared I am of moths, and the fact that it was stuck to my face, it was literally like attached to me and I couldn't get it off. It just really freaked me out, and I know that's kind of a really like irrational fear because they can't hurt you, but I think that's the thing with phobias, isn't it? That they're all irrational, and I need to work on that, I think. I specifically remember when I was little, because I used to have to go to sleep with the light on. At night there would be massive moths banging up against my window because I would have my curtains open as well, and now that's one of the reasons why I need to have windows closed, curtains closed, and a dark room at night, because I am absolutely petrified of bugs coming into the room. I can't, even in the summer I'll try not to sleep with the window open if I can help it, and if I do I've got to like have something blocking it so nothing can get in, because honestly the thought of a moth coming in my room again really freaks me out. Question number 4 is, what's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? That's so easy. It has to be Wannabe by Spice Girls, or maybe the best song ever by One Direction. I love that. And also Perm by Bruno Mars. I love all 3 of those songs. Question number 5 is, what's one of your biggest pet peeves? That's easy for me. I hate rude people. I don't like people who don't say please, won't thank you for something, who are ungrateful, who are really abrupt and obnoxious with the way they talk to people, who don't think of other people's feelings or try to be kind to other people. I like to give everyone a chance and, you know, second chances and things like that, but if someone is continuously rude, it's very likely that I will never kind of warm to them. I mean, I'm a civil person, I wouldn't be like a bitch to them or anything, but I just wouldn't particularly like them, and I wouldn't particularly want to spend time with them or be around them and things like that. I think I'm a very like positive person in that sense. Like I really strongly agree with like positive reinforcement in all ways of life, so with children, with animals, and even with other people and colleagues. And when I was a deputy manager, one of the things that I really wanted to do was to support staff and offer positive reinforcement in return for like good working behaviours. I don't think I'm wording this very well, but I know what I mean in my head, so if you're getting it, then thank you for understanding what I'm trying to say.
90% of the time I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
And a more trivial pet peeve I have is breadcrumbs in butter. I am sick of telling Eric off for this. He'll butter his toast and then he'll scrape the leftover butter filled with crumbs back into the butter. I have a real problem with like mold and like food that goes off and things like that, and if you put like wet moist breadcrumbs that have been in butter back into the butter tub, then it goes mouldy and disgusting and it infects the whole butter, and it just ruins my day when I come to make my toast and the butter's full of breadcrumbs. Question number 6. What's one of your nervous habits? My nervous habits are definitely fidgeting. I'll fidget a lot, and I have anxiety anyway, so I get a lot of like physical symptoms, so I might like sweat a little bit, and I look anxious, you know what I mean? Like it's very obvious when I'm quite nervous or anxious. Like I look physically like agitated or irritated. I'm like fidgety, like I'm shaking my legs, I'm like fiddling with my foot or something, or fiddling with my hands. I breathe really heavy as well, so like when I'm trying to talk, I'll start talking extremely fast and I'll start breathing really heavy. It's really weird. I'll also bite my nails off. I'm sick of growing my nails out and then something like a stressful event will happen and then I'll bite them all off and then I've got to go through growing them out again. Question number 7. What side of the bed do you sleep on? I'm on my bed right now. I'm trying to figure out what side this is. If I'm laid on my back, I sleep on the right hand side. I like to be on the side closest to the edge of the bed. I don't know why. I don't really like being closed into the wall. Question number 8. What was your first stuffed animal and its name? My first stuffed animal that I remember was this great big massive like Dalmatian. I'm trying to think. I don't think I had a name. I mean, I was only little. It was like the size of me. It was that big. I think if I could name it now, I would probably name it Pongo from 101 Dalmatians. Question number 9. What's the drink you always order at Starbucks? I don't often go to Starbucks. I usually go to Costa, but when I do go to like any kind of coffee shop, I always get a hot chocolate. I don't really like coffee. I'm not a massive tea drinker, but I do like a good tea with some Dunkin' biscuits, but in general I order a hot chocolate. Question number 10. What's a beauty rule you preach but never actually practice? A beauty rule that I preach a lot is hygiene, because I'm a bit of a hygiene freak, but for some reason when it comes to like washing my own makeup brushes, I do kind of slack a little bit, I have to admit. I don't really wash them as often as I should. I mean, I'm not like dirty or anything. I don't use like proper dirty brushes. I'll maybe wash my brushes like once a week or once every 2 weeks, depending on how often I've worn makeup. I mean, I don't wash them after every application like some people do, and I will reuse the same kind of eyeshadow brushes. Doesn't matter what colour I've used on them before, which probably doesn't help with the way that my makeup looks. So yeah, probably cleanliness. Question number 11. What way do you face in the shower? I actually move around a lot in the shower. So when I'm washing my body, I tend to face towards the shower, and then when I'm washing my hair, I tend to face away from the shower. And I like, because our shower is in the bath, like it's above the bath, I like move up and down the bath as well, like when I'm getting things, and like I don't just kind of stand there and rub myself. That sounds really weird. I can't imagine why people would stand stationary in the shower, because I mean, you need to get the soap, you need to wash your hair, you need to wash different parts of your body, so you can't just stand in one spot, because then your back's not going to get done, is it, if you're just standing facing forward? Am I overthinking this? I think I am. Question number 12. Do you have any weird body skills? I'm very flexible. I have hypermobility, so I can stretch in very weird ways. Mostly with my legs, so I can, like, for example, bring my feet right up to my crotch, which I'm not going to show you because I have no pants on right now. Maybe I should put some pants on. Let's put some pants on and do it. I'm probably out of focus, but I can bring my feet right up like that, which is a bit bendy. I can do the splits. Let's see if I can do this on my bed, because it's all bouncy. There we go. Splits. Ouch, that hurts. Sorry Daisy, I know I've disturbed you. Can't think of anything else. I'm a bit out of breath from that. That was like a mini workout. Question number 13. What's your favourite comfort food that's bad but you love to eat it anyways? My whole diet, basically. My diet is really bad at the minute because I can't eat many fruits and vegetables, but over the past month my health has been improving and I have been able to introduce more foods. But I think for me, I love chicken chow mein from the Chinese, and I love a great big fat greasy pizza. Question number 14. What's a phrase or exclamation you always say? I don't know actually. Shall I message Eric and ask him? I feel like I go through phases of saying different things based off of, like, I don't know, the kind of TV show I'm watching at the time, or like a film I had seen recently, so I'm not sure. I'm not even joking, but Eric just replied with, "Fuck off, Eric." Apparently I say that a lot. I have no idea what he's talking about. I never ever tell him to fuck off. Maybe I don't really have my own little saying. Maybe I should make one. What can I say that's like my own little phrase? Question number 15. Time to sleep, what are you actually wearing? Not gonna lie, I sleep naked. I get far too hot. Like I said earlier in the video, I always have the windows closed, I always have the curtains closed, the door shut, and it always gets really hot in this room, especially when you've got 2 mini hot water bottles in the bed. By that I mean my dogs, and they have to be right up next to you all the time. They like to lie like right like up against like the backs of my legs, and that always makes me really hot, and when you wear pyjamas you just get a bit sweaty. So if that's too much information, that is just my answer to the question. I sleep naked. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and that it helped you give a little bit of an insight into me and that you learned a few little weird facts about me. I think that's the point of this tag. I would like to tag a few YouTubers that I love to do this tag, and I tag Naomi, Leslie, Meg, Holly and Izza. So I will leave links to their channels down below. If you feel like doing this video and I haven't tagged you, then feel free to do it. I would love to see them. Let me know if you do this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Hi puppy, are you watching me make videos?